Hello, this is the Dove Lady, and I'm looking at an album that I made of orbs, and I thought, well, I'll show it this way, where you see several pictures at once. And just want to talk about how the little orb moves, and it makes this kind of action where this one in the middle just goes back and forth between the two at the end. And as it does, often it will show what is different colors and different things that are in this space is what I'm thinking. It's showing what's in that space. And then it starts doing really crazy actions. You know, look at this and that. I just wanted to show you some of this so you see a little more at one time. And I do have one. These are showing the curved line balls and how they just are constantly moving about and dropping their colors and their designs into one another. And they can become so very colorful like this one. It's just amazing. It's like, what is causing all of this? What is this that I'm filming? I wish I could get the scientists to really look into this, because this is not just some easily explained phenomena of light. This is something very important. Now look at this one. It's emptying out all these colorful bubbles. I call them thought bubbles. That's just my version. Now some of these are videos, like this one is a video. Not all that good a one. Let me move on. I'm getting Newton rings. But let me see. I was showing you more of the this one right here. This one is unusual. Look at that. I'll let you look at that up close. It's really, really weird. This is one that I first began to realize that the curved line balls were showing up. But they had been showing up way before then. Because after I recognized what they were, I looked at older pictures and I realized, oh, I've been getting them all along. And these are what looks like to me are the orbitals of the hydrogen atom. Now look at this one. I want to show you this one. I'll show you the. You see the colorful bubbles are inside of the dark hole places, but those colorful bubbles don't stay inside that. They spill out, as you can see in this one. This is really too big. Let me make it smaller so you can see that better. And they do this pattern weaving. And the colors are just, sometimes it's mainly pink and yellow, or sometimes yellow and orange. It's just the colors while I'm filming, they're changing constantly. And the way the colors swirl around, like in this one, it's just amazing. No two ever alike. And some of them with these mysterious dark spots. I'll look at that one up closer. And that little feller right there, that's what I call him Harry. I've given him a name because I see him so often. I only get Harry with one of my cameras. And at first I thought he was debris in that camera. But no, it's not that. it moves along with me when I'm making a video and seems to stay along with me when I'm moving around into other parts of the room where the light is shining. And see, there he is there. I get him a lot. I must have 100 pictures of Harry. The spider-looking light creature. But all of this is just mysterious and interesting, I think. Very, very interesting. Look how light moves there. And see, like I told you, when it shoots the little one between the two, a lot of times color will be in the one that goes back and forth. Patterns of color. Sometimes it just gets quite wild. That's a wild one there, I think. So was that one. That one's pretty wild. Now there's people talking in the house, so maybe you hear that in the background. I will be moving to Oregon at the end of June, and I will be working with Carol and Sandra, Carol Harris and Sandra Carpenter. And they are like comedians, but comedians interested in metaphysical things. And they are really interested in the orbs. I plan on showing them exactly how to take these pictures so they can do it too. And getting them in the picture with the orbs. I can do that. I just have never had anyone willing to pose for me, and they will be willing. And I will be there at the end of June. It'll be a long trip there because we're going to make it like a tour. We're going to take maybe 9 to 11 days getting there. And we're going to hopefully meet up with some of the people that are interested in orbs and interested in learning how to take pictures of orbs, which I will be showing them how to do it in person. And all they will need is a little digital camera that has a zoom. It doesn't really have to be all that expensive of a camera. It just has to have the ability to zoom in. And some of these can look so dramatic. Look at this one. I've always thought that was a very dramatic one there. It's like a wave cresting and falling over another one. But these little orbs, any point in them, they move from that point. Every part of them is so flexible. I have maybe, well, I know hundreds, maybe thousands of pictures. I've never even tried to count how many. I like the color in this one. I like that color of blue-green. And, you know, I can send these kind of albums to anyone's email address if they wanted to look at these more closely. And many of these are videos, actually. They're not just still pictures. Oops, I'm getting the Newton lines again. Let me get back a little waves. Now these, I think, look like the strings that string theorists talk about when they say everything is connected by strings, invisible little strings. Well, there you go. They're not too invisible here, and they're going through dark holes. This is a holy place. Lots of holes, lots of strings. Not just a word for them. Now, the reason I say hydrogen orbitals is because here's the picture off of a website of what hydrogen orbitals look like. And see, you can see the hydrogen atom is like I have so much. It's just a circle with concentric circles around it. And then when they move about, they can look different. And see, my hydrogen atoms do a lot of that, moving about and looking like they're in some kind of orbital. There's Harry again, and there he is again. But when you take pictures of orbs, you can't ever know exactly what you're going to get. You never know. It's not like you have any part in determining what you're going to see. I thought those were very dramatic with all that red and yellow and green. One of these days, if I can possibly do it, I will get some of these blown up real big and made available to some gallery, or maybe we'll start a gallery with these pictures, because this is pictures that I didn't paint. Light painted them. Look at that one up close. That is so colorful. Oh, there's a dog wanting to get in my room. Let me open the door. Oh, no, it went away. Well, okay, to go on with this. Now, Carol and Sandra like to make comedy, because that is one really good way to get people interested in metaphysical subjects, and when you bring some humor into it. Maybe we could find some way of making these orbs look funny. I mean, this little character right here, he's funny. I have lots of videos of him moving about with me when it's in a video form, and you can see he just travels right along with the motion I'm taking with the camera. And sometimes when I don't see Harry, I'll say, "Harry, where are you?" And within about a minute, he shows up. I like this one. It's like it's a perfect little 8. But now, looking at these pictures this way, it's not as good as if you were to ask me for the album and give me your email address, and I would love to send it to you. Any of these albums. I have so many of them. And you can study these and look for faces in them, and lots of people see faces. I do myself sometime. I even have one that has the face that looks like Jesus. I didn't even know it was there, and I took the picture back in 2012. And I was looking at some of my older orb pictures, and I was like, lo and behold, that is a face. I've shown it on other videos, but it's not in with this album. Now, sometimes I just go up into the orb, so you don't even see the roundness of it, because I'm focused in with my camera so close in. There's Harry again. And it's funny how they do this kind of thing where they just look like they're twisting, right? The orb is twisting. They are contortionists for sure. And color changing. I don't know what this thing was. It looked like a string that was very dark going into a dark hole. And I got several views of it. That's another one of it. Sometimes things that are just very dark show up in the orbs, and I have no idea what they could be. No idea at all. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit, the people that follow me and are interested in orbs, and let you know that I'm moving to Oregon, or Oregon. I always say it wrong. And any donations to help me with the trip are very appreciated. Awakened Comedy is where you have to go to find the GoFundMe and the donate ways of donating. So I will put something in the description bar that will give you that in case you're someone who wants to contribute. Sometimes I watch the colors and I just see them change, just like within seconds from this to this. I mean, this is the same orb I'm looking at, and the colors just constantly change in it. So, I'm going to end this soon because I need to get some other things done. But I just wanted to show you a few of these and offer to send this album or any other album I have to people if they want to look at it in their email. And this is the Orb Lady hollering at you and going to end right now. Over and out for now. Talk to you later.